show. We are just setting up the camera for yet another live. Just don't know quite how to do this yet. Should be easier than what it was, but it's not. Howdy ho. We're trying to set this bloody show up. How are we going to do this? Oh. We're trying to set the show up. We should have set this up before. Hello, how are you, first person in the chat? Just trying to set it all up. It's not easy. It's not easy, let me tell you that. For nothing. I wish it was easy. But, you know, life is... I'll try, anyway, to set this all up. How you going? Bill's channel. G'day, Dave. How are you, Bill? Just setting up the camera so I can have another live, but it's not playing the game. So I'm having a few difficulties because I've got this stupid camera. And all I want to do is just do it properly, and it's not wanting to play the game. I think we'll be right there. I hope so. Anyway, howdy ho. We're in the background today. Tony is there as well. Greetings, everybody. I can't read the comments, so I'm just going to go off a little bit until we get a bit more battery power, and then I can bring the camera a bit closer. But yeah, the shed's nice and clean. We've spent the afternoon cleaning up the shed. It's Saturday night. It's Saturday night, and it's all good. The one-handed bandit. How you going, guys? Yeah, 5 in the chat. G'day. Hello, everybody. Not much really to add. As certainly as the live goes on, it will be more entertaining. David, hello. How are you, David? You're a new person. Keko. David, I don't know how to pronounce your name. It's a good. Where are you from, David? Are you Australian? Are you English? Oh, mate, I'm really good today. I'm always good, Bill. I'm always good. I'm a good fellow, really. A good, happy sort of fellow. And hello, Miss Waterman. G'day, Ruby. Good morning to America, and good morning to beautiful name. I'm just trying. Lashia Waterman. Hello, how are you? I'm really good. It's wow, 19 people already. That's amazing. There mustn't be much on YouTube. Saturday night, what's on YouTube? Dave's channel. Dave's channel's here, alive and well. And yes, always good. Yesterday you said you had a drama. Diarrhea. Yeah, I did. You know, I always have verbal diarrhea. Can we get a hot really? Okay. No, you can't. Okay, David's from Italy. Hello, Italy. Buongiorno. Come sta? There, it's about the limit of my Italiano. I'd love to speak more foreign languages, so I become far more inclusive with my audience. Brah, how you going, brah? Hey, Ray Gregory rides. Yeah, there's a few people in the chat. Don't know who Daryl is, but g'day, Daryl. How you going, brah? you have a sense maybe you're from Kabar. No, bad clams, maybe. I've got no idea. Are you from New Zealand by any chance? Bruh. But it doesn't matter. Ray Gregory's here, and that's all that matters, you know. I mean, well, it's not true. Everybody who's here all matter. So thank you kindly for dropping in and tuning into Dave's channel. Dave's channel is very much motorcycle, and yeah, I've got no time for you, mate. So be a bit more constructive, Metal Rocker. Yes, thank you, Nitro. I am having a good weekend. It's quite peaceful. We're not really doing too much. We're not doing too much at all, really. It's just another. Yes, Rod B may pop in again. He's unless summoned by his important other significant other. I'm in Perth, Tidits. That's where I'm at. I'm in Perth. Anyway, you know my name is David. What's your name? There you go. A few smiley faces. Well, you can always go, mate. See you later. Bye. Okay, you're in Brizzy. Yep, no worries. That's good. Brisbane, Queensland, capital of Queensland. There you go. Why? Because I didn't give you a hot tour? Is that why I'm boring you out? Well, I'm going to roll up a nice joint. Anyone care to join me for a joint? We'll have a virtual cannabis smoke out. I know that there are a few people in the chat that don't consume cannabis for whatever reason. You might be working or it's just not your thing. But if you are so inclined, break out your stash and let's have a bit of a smoke or a vape, or you can eat them, or you can put a few dabs of oil on your tongue and enjoy that. How you going? That's reconnecting. There you go. It went off and it went on again. And I have you with mate. Okay. I'm good. Mate, I'm good. I'm just starting this live. It's not... Oh, good on you. You enjoy yourself. I know you're not going out. You're cooking dinner at home, Bill. Enjoy your dinner, mate, with whatever you're going to be cooking. I'm not really doing much, mate. I've had a good big lunch. I've just going to chill out for the evening. Not really going to do too much. Just a quick little live. Oh, maybe not. It depends on how it all goes. It's it depends on how it all goes. Okay. Good on your riding. Good on your riding on Ruby. I'm sure he was making a cigar. Yeah, that's the way, mate. Making a cigar. Hey, fat boy. Or was it femboy with a shotgun? That's interesting. It's interesting. Making herbs. Yeah, cool. Hey, Motorborn. Got an interesting array of people here already. Don't know if they're all Dave channel fans, but that's okay. Hey, no worries. Just gives it time, mate. Give it time and you'll have one. A beard like mine. I will be an early night, Mr. Motorborn, so I'm up for your show. I'm going to promote your show a little bit tonight in my live, which is your morning, having breakfast in America, which is a great album by Supertramp, by the way, Breakfast in America. G'day, Jeff. Dave, you need to film my... Okay, good. Yes, we do need to do that, Jeff. I think that would be a really good a good way. No, not from UK. I've been in the UK, but we were just talking about that. In 1977, I was in the UK, but I am in Perth, Western Australia. So that's where I am, Arthur. There's a few guys in here now with Harley Davidsons. So Arthur, you've come to the right place. We're definitely bike freaks. Oh, excuse me. We're definitely bike freaks, and I'm all right, Uncle. Yeah, I'm okay. Loving the life, yeah, living the life, mate. Loving the live, yeah. I haven't really got much to say except that I'm well impressed. Like I see a lot of lives on channels, and they're not getting anywhere near the amount of people that I'm seeming to attract. So welcome aboard, guys. Yes, of course, Tony. You're part of the furniture, Tony. Yeah, I do suffer from coughing, Dave. Arthur, I'm a smoker, so a life of smoking has its downside, and I have developed a cough. But no, Tony, you have a place here in Dave's channel that is like a familiar old armchair. It's dope. Okay, so you like my accent, Clip Central. And where are you from, Clip Central? Obviously not Australian, because you find our Australian accent somewhat hilarious, or you are from America. Okay. Then you join the long list of people I have as American friends. Clip, were you anywhere near Milton or Helena? I hope not. I hope you got, hold on. Wait a minute. Let's just find out if you are near the seashore, Sally seashells at the seashore. There you go. Done it. At a CB 750S and an AJS2. Yes, you have. Just trolling. I'm excited. I just shaved the hair between my Brazilian and arsehole. Who wants to get him? Go on. Just get him. We have no time for you just trolling. So see you, mate. Find your food somewhere else. This isn't the place for you, mate. This is not the place for you. Wield that sword there, young Tony. Wield that. Yes, thank you, Ray Gregory. Wield that sword. Clip. Given time, Clip, you can be a mod. And it may even come at the end of this live. A little bit more information before I just hand out. I'm not a boss, Arthur. I'm just a dude who just loves to hang out with his friends. See, Clip Central was just asking if he could be a mod. Elite, how long did it take you to be a mod? You weren't certainly a mod straight away, It takes a little bit of time. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's all right, mate. Whack with the broadsword. So it's good fun, Dean. It really is. It's just. Look, in time, son. In time, in time. Mods are something that I must. Turin, I'm from Perth. Use the mace. Good on you, Ruby. Okay, well, work hard, Arthur. Save up your coin. You can get a decent soft tail second hand for, a reasonable amount of money. You don't have to buy a brand new one. but it's always a good idea to buy a second-hand Harley less than 10 years old. If you are very good at motorcycle mechanics, you could be like my other friend here in the chat, and you can probably get, the shovel heads or the Evolution engines, the early Evolutions. Yes, we do have a big cricket stadium in Perth. We have Optus Stadium, which is all manner of sports. Yeah, well, they're they can be reliable. They can also be someone else's problems. So, yeah. Well, we all love the carbed Evos, man. That's what I've got. Oh no, I don't. I've got a fuel injected Evo, I think. But I did have. No, I've already ever owned fuel injected Harleys. I never, but carbed Harleys are much better. There's a certain potato that comes with the carburetor on the Harleys. That is, it's a beautiful sound. It's a beautiful sound. I'll just dim the lights a little bit. Suicide shifters. Okay, now what the suicide shifters are, it's not a suicide shifter, Arthur. What it is, it's a jockey shift on the side of the engine case and a suicide clutch. So that's something that is a big myth with people. So here's a little bit of schooling for you. So it's jockey shift, whether or not that's by the tank or by the primary area, and the suicide bit is the clutch. So you depress the clutch in, which is usually a foot clutch, and that's where you get the suicide clutch. Yes, a lot like a car, the same sort of thing. The idea of the suicide shift is just someone's got it mixed up and no one's schooled them correctly. So I felt like schooling you, but not out of a malice or anything like that. It's more so now you know a little bit more. Beer and cigarettes that's beer and cigarettes are for some people a deadly combo. For me, I don't abuse them enough, and I totally enjoy them. And it's not beer, it's Jack Daniel's Tennessee, good old Tennessee whiskey. Yes, carry on. We have 21 in the chat. We've had 8 likes, so that's pretty good, really. We have pretty good. Okay. Yeah, no, it's in Australia we don't get too many cold winds unless you're in Tasmania. Yeah, that's it. You only have one hand on the bars. You have one hand on the bars, you change the gear, and you disengage the clutch. And usually they're a central fugal clutch, and sometimes that shifter right behind you is your left rear. That's how my friend Chauvel said that hardtail too. Yeah, but it's got class, Motorborn. Old school, very very old school. I think even Red Rider's dad's bike is that, I think, with a jockey shift on her dad's FLH shovelhead. I could be wrong though, but I think they were. The lion is roaring. Best way to fall off at intersections. Yeah, it is. Oh well, it is what it is. It is what it is. Anyway, the ones that dig where I'm at, they'll hang around, and the ones that don't dig where I'm at, they'll get going. But yeah, because I've had a few people that I bore because I'm not. I'm not. That's fantasy. Yes, that's fantasy. That's a fantasy shirt, by the way. Okay. Is there anything we sort of should talk about? Oh, he's got an update.
Oh, I'm here now. I can always rewatch old Mac, but you'd probably be unhappy that I've got more people in the chat than he has. But look, I'll probably sign off in a little while, and I encourage you to all jump around, go and see old Mac, say hello. He's a worthy human being, but for God's sake, you trolls, you don't you don't even go anywhere near um, my dear friend. You just don't fucking even bother. Come and talk to me, trolls. Don't pester good people. Okay, here we go. Crimes. Why would you have a name like that, Psychic Crimes? I'd rather find out more about your name than I'll share a little bit where I'm from. So tell us a little bit why your channel is called Psychic Crimes. Are you trying to get into my head? And they all lived happily ever after. That's right, Tex. That's all right, Tex. They all live happily ever after. They're just some hardcore enthusiasts in Japan, rocking hardtail choppers with suicide shifters. And they easy rider style bars. Remember, it's jockey shifts and suicide clutches. So let's let's get that one cleared up. I love how yeah. I get how it's been called suicide shifters, but that's not entirely true. So they're jockey shifts and suicide clutches. Yes. If only you put your moustache without your beard, you'd look like Simity Sam. Simity Sam, that damn rabbit, man, that damn rabbit. Get that damn rabbit. Fucking damn rabbit. Yeah, I know what you're saying. It's all good. It's just I'm a bit too lazy to shave. Never really was a big fan of shaving, conforming to society and that sort of stuff. But in the military, we all shaved, and we were all very smart. Hello, sir. Greetings from Poland. Good man. We'll have a bit of a smoke up, mate. Epstein clutches. That's probably going to get you slashed. There, Tex. You're not gonna do very well in the channel mentioning that guy, or whether or not any of his victims are in clutches. So Tex, you're on notice, mate. Arthur. Yeah, no worries, man. Easy, easy there, Arthur. Just be cool, man. Be cool, and then we'll all be fine here. But what else can we say? So there's a guy here from Poland. Hello, greetings, sir, from Poland. I'm about to smoke up with you. Okay, now that's positive. I can relate to that. I can't really relate to Tex, and I'm challenged a bit by the touching of the beard. But I'm all right. You're still here. It's all every live. I will say this: every live. G'day, Joy. Every live has been so different, with a myriad of different people from all walks of life. Um, Joy, how are you, Joy? Are you good? Um, you're very supportive, Joy, in your it's really good. And Motor's here too, so we share the love. And Ruby's always full of support. That's good that you're fine. I'm really glad you're fine. Yeah, we're all doing all right. It's Saturday night here in Perth, and we're just kicking back, having a little live. I really should turn that horrible light off because it's a little bit distracting. So hold on, guys. Hold on. Not too far away. Not too far away at all. Okay. Who is still here and who is not? 18 people. Hello. Yeah, they're always upbeat, and so are so are Joy's lives are so upbeat. Anyway, there we go. So we've got a little bit of mystery in tonight's vlog. It looks quite good, actually. Looks good. Which motorcycles that are behind you, Dave? So my motorcycles that are behind me are my Harley Davidsons. Hello from what a wonderful name. What a different country you are from. You must be from. Yeah, I know the lighting. That's the way. It was the Dutchman who told me about lighting. He's never heard of hair clippers. Okay, that's cool. Self-made, no worries. I don't really like shaving or hair clipping. I'm a bit of a Hercules, you know, that a bit of a Hercules that likes to have, you know, the strength in his hair. There you go. Or was it Samson? Hercules or Samson? It was one of the two, anyway. So a little bit well read, but not a lot. Ones with cannabis in them. Aleb. Oh God, you got a strange name. I didn't quite get it, but anyway, it's all good. I smoke the odd cigarette. Usually in the evening, I like to smoke my cigarette. I like to smoke my cigarette. I know it's not the best. It's not the worst. I mean, you know, I'm not sitting here with a needle in my arm, for Christ's sake. Though I don't think any of my viewers would want to see that, nor would I want to be that sort of person. So I'm not that. Yes, I love the green flowers, must admit. I do love Green Flowers Run DMB. In fact, I'm just charging up my vape at the moment so I can have a medical treatment and talk to you a little bit about, man, I'm not in Florida. I'm in Australia. My sins were always clean shaven. No, I was when I was in the military. Arthur, when I was in the army, I was a clean-shaven, dapper gent, short back and sides, military uniform, and a clean-shaven face. Didn't even have a moustache. I was, and as a chef too, you know, we, g'day guys, how you going? It's always good. Always good. We're having a bit of a yik yak. My day's been good. From Poland. Yeah, that's it. Going out, getting out of bed, because it's the Northern Hemisphere where a lot of you guys. That's okay, Elite. You know, I'm my service wasn't really that decorated, put it that way. I did a little bit for our country, and I think it certainly helped me in employment situations where I, you know, a lot of employers like employing service people. Dominica, there you go. How you going? Franco Raul Sanchez. I think you were here before. Viva Republica Dominica. There you go. Hello from definitely the Northern Hemisphere, but more towards. Oh no, are you Northern Europe or anyway? Very interesting. So the time you're in my channel, you are hanging out in Western Australia, in Perth, the most isolated city in the world. So there you go. Perhaps. Hello, Stephen Burns. Lots of purple there. Burris, Stephen Burris. Lots of purpose. Okay, you're in the United States. Yeah, no, I'm not in Florida, thank God. I have friends in Florida and that state, in Virginia, in North Carolina, Alabama, Georgia, and North Dakota, Canada. And I'm getting some new friends now. And how you going, South Carolina? There you go. Okay, all right. You want to know a little bit more about the chopper. All right. So how much power have I got on the phone? And I can talk a little bit about the chopper. Oh, man. The weather over here is fantastic. Good morning, Sterling Wheel. How are you, mate? So you are home. You're home for the weekend. Good man. You enjoy the time off, brother. You know. It's Tony. It's amazing that we can talk to people all over the world, and also the other people in the chat. Please talk amongst yourselves. Get to know each other. We are sorry, mate. I really didn't want to rain on your parade. Oh, you are working this weekend. Okay, I'm sorry, mate. I thought you might have had the weekend off, and you know, you could do the things that you enjoy rather than making a paltry buck. I sent a recruitment form to Buck Brown. There's a recruitment drive for truck drivers in Australia at the moment. It's just something for him to consider. I don't want to, steal him and claim him as my own, but I just want to give him an option. And I don't know what else. I didn't know how else to help him. Whether or not that's a tasteless thing or a good idea, and agree with Motorborn, Sterling Wheel, we wish you safe traveling, mate. In the States, it's almost required to have both empirical and metric tools. Yes. No, yeah, it is. If you own Harleys, you need the imperial. If you own Jap, you need the metric. Trucks. Well, we have a lot of American trucks over here. We have Kenworths, Freightliners. So why I'd say they'd be constructed with imperial tools. So yeah, I would say it would be the same. Yeah. The Harleys need imperial. We don't want metrics on our Harleys, or we'll fucking round our nuts. And don't take that badly, for Christ's sake, trolls. Actually, good morning, everyone. I'll be lurking around trying to float gears and scratch gears. Yes. I don't know if I overstepped with Buck. I just wanted to show him that there's a huge. If you have a drive, you need an electrician. That there is a recruitment drive going on here in Western Australia. We just can't keep up with the mining boom. Drivers are needed, so it was. Yeah, I hope he doesn't take it as just that we've met a few Australians. Buck's met a few Australians, and I think he yeah, it is funny. It was funny. It was funny, Motorborn. It was definitely funny. Buck is all right. He's probably going to. Okay, that's cool. Yep. So you know a little bit more, but I just wanted to give him an option. It's true. You need an electrician for a Triumph rather than a spanner set. Oh, God, I remember Triumphs and Nortons. I had a Norton, and man, what a fucking joke my Norton was. It was just a real lemon of a bike. But, when I owned it, you'd never call it a lemon. I loved my Norton. Oh, God. But it was a heap of shit, God, everything would rattle loose. You'd be kickstarting it, and then the vibrations would loosen the pinch bolt of the Kickstarter, and then you go to kickstart it again, and it'd fucking bowel mouth around the splines of the shaft that comes out of the oh man. Yeah, Arthur, if you have a loose Kickstarter on an English bike, oh my God, what a drama that is. And then you've got to sit there with a little pyramid file and file out each little groove for the spline shaft. And that just, oh my God. What could you get for 600,000 Ks? Well, so if you sold your property for 600K, look, if you've got a pen there, look up realestate.com .au, and I'd say have a look yourself, because you're about on par, really. I reckon you might come out with 200K as spending money. So you could buy something similar, 10 or 11 acres in rural Australia for about 400,000. It wouldn't have the best house on it. Real estate is crazy everywhere in the world now, Sterling Will. So jump back everywhere I go. Oh, yeah, I know. It's crazy. There you go. You've already got an offer. Sterling. Tony will sell you his house for 600. Oh God. Don't, Tony. You'd have to. Don't be like me and silly. I'm going to be renting, so I don't know. Yes, fit a electric starter motor. That's a remedy to prevent kickback pain. Yeah, when the kick hits you back in the shin, or it throws you and launches you over the motorcycle, and you fly 10 feet in the air because it's the power of the kickback. Crazy stuff. Hey, how you going? I'm good. Yeah, it's crazy. Okay, hopefully my my vapor has oh man, it'll be beautiful. Your house would be beautiful, red gum. Oh man, it'd be beautiful to live in a red gum house, let me tell you. Keep up with the sales pitch, Tony. It's it's going good. You might have a few takers. Who knows? I might be a $1 million bogan yet and get into real estate. I don't think so somehow, but I don't know if I was a fool for selling my house in Deepwater. I bought in Deepwater, Tony, and I bought a darling little house, and then the market just went through the roof. And the reason I sold was that I wasn't happy with the community. The community was not progressive, and they didn't really like me there either. They hated the bike. I was so glad that I left, actually. But I can visit. I've made some really good friends there, but I don't want to live in northern New South Wales. I want to visit my friends in northern New South Wales and have the luxury. Excuse me. I'm living between the two states. So summers in northern New South Wales, winters in Western Australia. And that's going quite well for me at the moment. It's going really well for me at the moment. So yes, let's have a bit of a chuff, Arthur. That's funny. That is funny. The old kickback pain when you have hit you kick the bike at not the correct top dead center, and it's backfired and just throws you completely over the handlebars. It's crazy. Okay, well, I'm sorry that I bored the other 26 people that were in the chat, but that's all right. You know, people come and people go. It's interesting to know. There you go. Interesting. But it is a mad light, hey, Motorborn. It's a really good light. It's really, really good. Okay. Hello, people in the chat coming and going, and is there anything else to say, or have we all sort of frozen up? Because I just want to have a vape right now, and excuse me for raving on and talking, and I'm just going to have a medical treatment and a little wash down. It is possible that my chat is doing silly things. Time to time it does silly things. Ah, yes, it was doing silly things. Good morning, James Day. How are you? What flavor you got? Okay, so I've got cookie kush, which is kush cookie. So the Afghani kush with a OG something or other. It's really strong, that's all. Man, please, James, fire away. I am, That's Academic, please. I love nothing more than being on That's Academic. There you go. What are your questions 3 you want to put to me? Hello, Susie. And okay, please ask your questions away. What are your questions 3? Ooh, so it's a herb vape. Yes, there's no liquid at all in this. I'll give a little bit of a demonstration in a minute. So that dried herb goes into like an oven. Oh, Gorilla Glue. I've heard of Gorilla Glue. I must admit, I have heard it's really quite potent. Is it up around the 31% THC? It's quite a put you back into the couch type cannabis. But you know, if you have severe health issues and you're sick of the side effects from big pharma medicine, this is a great alternative to have. Look, I agree that, you know, medical cannabis isn't going to solve all problems, but it's certainly going to, 28% is huge. It's certainly going to alleviate a lot of symptoms. I have a couple of the conditions, mainly anxiety, PTSD. I have a bit of pain from a rebuilt shoulder, and bubblegum. Mate, let me talk to you about bubblegum. CJ, you interrupted me. So bubblegum was a strain that I grew in Ninbin on a commune. I got some seeds. So we're talking 1996, 97, when I got hold of those strains. And my God, those plants grew 25 freaking feet in the air. I was able to get loads of them. Mind you, I don't do that now because that would be contradictory to my medical cannabis, and I get my medical cannabis through a doctor and through a pharmacy. And I'm very happy with that arrangement because I'm getting really strong cannabis. I'm getting the cannabis that works for me. They just go crazy. It's just a lovely plant, the bubblegum. And it's not quite a scar. I think it's a sativa. And we have, Tony, we've been using hemp for thousands and thousands and thousands of years, and we will be using hemp for thousands and thousands and thousands more. Not a truer comment was said other than what Susie said. Hello, something about. It's all funny. It's all funny, funny, funny. We're a funny bunch here at Dave's channel. We're a bit eclectic and a little bit funny. So we've got the reason of the live being like this is power. I had to charge everything up. It's more indica. Okay, I'm just thinking that the indica was always traditionally a shorter plant, a shorter, stumpier plant. Yeah, look, I could be wrong. And the sativa was a really long, elongated leaf plant that just um, grew like the Triffids, the Day of the Triffids. You know, the War of the Worlds, the moving plants. You know, they're just amazing, amazing stuff. I know you can make milk from the seeds. So you crush the seeds up, and it releases a kind of milk when you add a little bit of water to it, and then you put it through a muslin cloth, all the seed, crushed up seed through a muslin cloth, and it can make milk like they make soy milk. You can make hemp seed milk, and you can also make oil from the hemp seed oil. Oh, Ruby, it's so good. Thank you so much. Go and have a really safe ride today and hang out with the guys, Ruby. Enjoy your ride, mate. Yeah, get a video out, mate. You know, it's always Ruby, always, mate, always. Thank you, Elite, for I don't know who that guy was, BLM, but I can't see what they're saying. So that's great that you were able to protect the good nature of the more constructive people in the chat, and I dip my hat to you, good sir, for protecting the community. See, poor BLM, if you'd only been a decent person, you know, you could have been a quality contributor to the chat. So, you know, you're not. Mate, big thumbs up, Elite. Yeah, I mean, so glad that we've connected. It's only been maybe it wouldn't be 2 weeks since we've connected. I've got no idea. But you really proved yourself on the field of valor. You have proved yourself in battle, my good man. Yeah, I know, Ruby. It's not long, mate, and it's. Will the bike go into the? Look, I know you got to run, but will the bike go into the house? Ray, you too, brother. And look, it's funny, and you've done very well to support me, and I don't pay enough attention to you, Ray, because I'm always talking about bloody things that you're not into. But thank you for supporting me, Ray Gregory. Ride safe today. Say hello to Katie Bug for me. Congratulations on your wedding anniversary. Congratulations on your birthday, and congratulations for just being Ray Gregory. Now, if anyone doesn't know Ray Gregory, every Wednesday, Ray Gregory puts out just a little slice of happiness for us all to enjoy, because that's who Ray Gregory is. So Ray Gregory rides. Have a great evening. Have a great day. Yeah, I mean, that's what we had to do, Susie. You know, he's a good dude, man. He's a really good dude. And I get carried away with things that, you know, he's not into, but you know, so I sort of apologize. I'm man enough to apologize. But now he's gone, we can get back into the pot. It's a bit like Dad's left the building, we can get back into the pot. No, that's not true. That's not true at all. That's not true. But there is a little bit of truth in it. I sort of get, I love my elderly friends very dearly, and I don't want to exclude them, you know, from the conversations. And me and Sick Bastard, there's another good mate, we're terrible at it. We just, exclude exclude our elderly friends because they're just not into dope. And and we are, and it's sort of, and they want to still join in, and and be part of the conversation, but we just get too stoned and we laugh and we giggle and yeah. I mean, I do realize that we don't mean to ostracize them, but I think we do a bit. So, Ray, if you're still listening, my heartfelt apologies. But really enjoy the day, mate. I'm really glad you're hanging out with Dave. Yes, see, Susie, you're in the right place, darling. You're definitely in the right place. And you're my junior, but not by much, dear. You are not by much. I'm only slightly older than you, so I feel a little protective, I guess, Susie. Yeah, no worries. Thanks, man. Yeah, no, look, enjoy your piss up with a mate. Watch out the fuckwits. I hope you have a good good night, Jaden. Yeah. We're just gonna stay at home and smoke dope, and it'd be good if we had a virtual Zoom meeting where we could all sort of. There's a Freak Brothers game called Feds and Heads. It's a bit of a board game. It's sort of a little bit like Monopoly. Fuck off, moth. It's a bit like Monopoly, where you roll the dice, and g'day Slim, and you roll the dice, and then you take your moves. And that could be, oh dear, you've been sprung by Norbert the Narc, hand over $200, or it's yeah, no, enjoy it. Cheers, guys. Cheers, guys. Again, I wish I was on my laptop computer and I could bring up a photo of the game Feds and Heads, and instead of like when we play Monopoly, when you go to home in Monopoly, we have a home in Feds and Heads, but you get $200 and you have to have a cone. So it's very much a smoking game, like it would be a smoke night live. Yeah, that's it. Have you heard of Feds and Heads, Tony? You're of that caliber. You may have done, and you too, Susie. Definitely, you may well have heard of Feds and Heads. I'm sure. Right. Speaking of Feds and Heads, smell-o-vision, guys. Smell-o-vision. Very, very strong. So yeah, it's Kush cookie, Girl Scout cookie, and OG Kush. That's what we're indulging in today. Wow, time just fucking slips away so quick in these lives. But that's all right. Whoever comes in, whoever goes out, it's all really good. It's all really good. Good on you, Susie. Roll, roll, roll. There's a great artist, the same guy that wrote, who sang on Pink Floyd's "Have a Cigar." His name's Roy Harper, and he's an English folk musician, and he loves his cannabis. He really loves it. Yeah, that's it. You can't go past go unless you have a cone. So Feds and Heads. Yeah, fucking oath. Weed of Fortune is the host, Dave. There you go. Weed of Fortune with your host, Dave. Elite, yeah, just fucking, that's cool. I like that. Weed of Fortune, not Wheel of Fortune. Weed of Fortune with your host, Dave. Thank you. Yeah, it's mad. It's absolutely beautiful. Run DNB. It's gorgeous, dope. So you're in good company, Susie. Kick back. I really I'm sorry I don't have any good music but I'd probably get a strike if I was to put on some music, unless it was my own recorded music. But I'd probably lose you all in the chat because I don't think everybody gets my music. It's a little avant-garde, a little Hawkwind and Pink Floyd inspired. It's certainly yeah. Spirit, spin the wheel and see what comes out. That's it, mate. Spin the wheel and see what comes out. Brownies, fuck oil, hash. Like the idea. You're onto something there, Elite. I think you're onto something there. Weed of fortune. I like the idea. Good, Susie. So you're a music family. That's wonderful to hear. Your instrument of choice, I'm guessing, Susie, piano, or are you a drummer? I mean, I know you're going to say guitarist, but I mean, it'd be really good if you were a bass player. Yes, good girl. Who was that band I instantly thought of? And they were all female. Go-Go's or something, the Go-Betweens. I've got no idea. They were all females, and the drummer, she was so cool. And it wasn't the Bangles, or it wasn't Four Non-Blondes, but I do like that band, Four Non-Blondes. What's going on? She's pretty cool, that lady. And they women in rock, man. So who are your inspirations, Susie? And I know, I'm sorry, chat, if I do, and I am now Vince. I'm Slipknot. Slipknot. Never got into them. I'm so sorry, Elite. I just couldn't get into the I couldn't get into the heavy music of the 90s. It was I'm just a 70s guy, you know. I love my Led Zepp. I love my I like stoner music, you know, hence you smoke the marijuana. And yes, I do. Well, it's not so much smoke the marijuana. It's more I have a medical treatment, Vince. Iron Maiden, yeah, run to the hills, run for your life. Not oil. I don't make oil. I've heard of Rick Simpson oil, so you're in the right people here. I love Clapton, love Izzy Pop. Yes, that's why. Ain't no way, Santa, is that you? There you go, Trinidad. Aussie. Well, what a poet, Susie. What an absolute poet is Ozzy Osbourne. He's and a real, you know, he has written stuff that Greta Thunberg should be spouting, you know. Hole in the sky. Yeah. Lots of love for Ozzy Osbourne, yeah, fucking, and Purple, Deep Purple, Stormbringer, Highway Star. Yeah, I was never really into, you know, bands like Pantera, sorry, Elite, Slipknot. Oh, look, ZZ Top, Brown Sugar by ZZ Top. And, you know, he did too, Tony, good old Slim Dusty. Dio, of course, Dio, and the Doors, yes. You got to break on through to the other side, break on through to the other side, break on through. And also, have you heard of our dear Matt Taylor and Shane? You know, good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, I love how the chat goes in all sorts of directions. Yeah, the Animals, fucking oath. Sky Pilot, It's a great, great song by Eric Burden and the Animals. Um, I know that everyone knows House of the Rising Sun, but there were just so many more. And Men at Work are great. I come from a land down under. So my chat, you would have all heard that. Ah, yes, the weird music. Yes, there's plenty of weird music. Van de Graaff generator. There you go. Travel more columns than a truck driver. He did too. Tony, I'm so glad that you brought Slim Dusty to life in my chat. My mother was a huge Slim Dusty fan. So as a kid growing up, um, our house always had the lights over the hill, and I loved to have a beer with Duncan. And the other beautiful one, The Rain Tumbles Down in July. I have heard of the 13th Floor Elevators, but I've only heard of them. I have not really listened to their music. And I must acknowledge Joyful 89 with dun, 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 of gold. Do, 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 do. Always searching for a heart of gold. Beautiful is. And Chad Morgan, yeah, fucking oath. Slim Dusty, yeah. So you've heard of Slim Dusty, and Chad Morgan with his I haven't got any front teeth with his teeth. He's a crazy guy. The boy from something Creek. Oh, forgotten it now. But that was his big hit. Chad Morgan had a big hit with a boy from some or other Creek. But yeah, I dig Neil Young and Chad Morgan. Yeah, there you go. I don't think Chad and that were smokers. I think they were drinkers. I think they liked a beer. My genre is kind of all over the place. I listen to Freddie Mercury's great one moment, and then some Earth, Wind and Fire. That's great. It's good that you've got variety, Trinidad. J Trinidad. Did you win the motorcycle, by the way, at Forgotten Angels? With that, I wonder if you did. Well, if it is you, congratulations. Did you win the bloody Teal Road King? I'm not sure if you run the Teal Road King. Because there were so many people that wanted that Road King, man. Oh, Johnny Cash. Oh, I like Talking Heads. Yeah, fucking oath. It's good because I'd forgotten about Talking Heads, Joyful 89. So thank you. Bee Gees. Yeah, their voices, their harmonies are great. And no one's mentioned Uriah Heep in the chat. So there you go. Yes, he did. He does too, Tony. And probably the same Roach from the same Roach clip. Roach clip holder. Yes, old Willie Nelson loves a joint. Can't get up. So that's what happens with me. I get quite beetroot-y. I get quite beetroot-y. Susie, I've got one band for you that you might not have heard. You might want to look up. Pentangle and Fairport Convention. It's a whole different genre of music. I'm wondering if you. Oh man, it's so strong, Joyful. My thing is it's not smoking. I'm vaping. So I'm having and it's medicinal too. So the cannabis I have, Topaz, yeah, that is not not sourced illegally. I have a medical prescription for my cannabis, and yeah, fuck, I could never get this consistency from the black market ever. One day it'd be great weed, the next it'd be shit. Fair play, I'm rolling a Wendy now. Yeah, cool. A Wendy. Is that a Wendy is a joint? Yeah, I'm wondering if you'd like them, Susie. Fairport Convention and Sandy Denning, Pentangle and Judith Durham, I think her name was, or was Judith Durham in the Seekers? But anyway, you sort of, if you've heard of the Seekers and you didn't sort of mind them too much, I find Pentangle like the champagne of that sort of music. Yeah, good on you. Roll your Wendy now. Joyful. Because we're having a bit of a, weed of fortune. That's what I'm going to have to go in and re-edit it. The girl band chain. Yes, we're all doing the girl bands. I have a lot of time for women who are involved in music. I've always had girlfriends that were musicians. I rather I never got with the groupies when I was playing in bands. I always went with the other acts, the girls in the other acts. And all of my girlfriends have been women who played music. And I have good memories of my Wendy's. I have good memories. Yeah. Seekers with Judith. Yeah. Yeah, so I have fond memories of my girlfriends, some of the songs we've written together, some of the bands I've been in, sort of brackets and jam nights, and anyone famous, in their own lunchbox, Tony, anyone, there he is, the Sheik from Scrubby Creek. I knew there'd be someone here. An Aussie vintage rider has just come through. Oh man, I'm so sorry, Susie. Someone was asking about all of this, and that's how you get a moderator. It's just, it depends on how you interact in the chat. There was one guy wanting a chat because he, a moderator. So I couldn't trust him, so he didn't get it. But JJ Cale is just on par for tonight. But the Sheik from Scrubby Creek, Chad Morgan, and the Sheik from Scrubby Creek, well picked up. I as soon as you wrote it, I remembered it straight away. And he, with his hat up like that, and he'd play his guitar up here. Good old fucking Chad Morgan. Yeah, I don't think there'd be many chats tonight in Australia talking about Chad Morgan, that's for sure. And Dad's an Elvis impersonator. No, God, no, I don't know the words. I don't know the words, Tony. So I'm bowing politely out of that one. JJ Cale, I mean, as soon as I heard a song by JJ Cale, I'd know it and I'd be able to sing it. But if we wanted to play any of this music, we'd get so many copyright strikes. It just wouldn't be worth it. Joshua, now the chat now has to turn towards Warrior at the Edge of Time. There you go. So Susie, Joshua, anyone who is following this chat on the music side of things, who apart from Josh, who knows of the band Hawkwind? Because I could spend the next 2 hours talking about Hawkwind, but safety for the chat, I won't. But Hawkwind is a dear old friend of mine. Yeah. That's Claire Torrey. And also the women's vocals in Time and Breathe, I think, are also, and also Eclipse. All you can see and all you can touch. And you hear the women's vocal. I think that's all Claire Torrey. I think she may have been Roger's friend. How do you spell Hawkwind? HAWKWIND. Oh, I love I wish I had a computer right here now and I could bring up a bit of Hawkwind. It's a mixed bag, which is their best album. You know, it's so hard. There you go. See, Joshua, Leonard Skinner. We're getting some more. I don't know, Susie, if you'd get into Hawkwind. They're pretty heavy. They're not that well heavy. I don't know. You might get into them. I think you'd probably like Space Bandits, Susie, because it's probably a good introduction of Hawkwind would be the album Space Bandits. Only because it's got a female singer, and but essentially the music style is sort of the same. Science fiction, fantasy, sword and sorcery sort of stuff. As a New Yorker, I'd be remiss if yes, the Strokes and Billy Joel and the Ramones, of course, and because I'm not a New Yorker, Jay. I'm just wondering if you won a bike from Forgotten Angels. I wonder if you're the guy. It would be so good. I know that you are in a lot of Shade Tree Surgeons chats, and you really do. But I could be wrong. Anyway, Mr. Trinidad, if it is you, I entered the same competition as you, and I really wanted that bike. But I'm so glad you got it. I believed it was fortunate what happened in that. But we've never won anything in raffles in our lives. So, my karma will come. And then, obviously getting a bike from America to here, such a logistical nightmare that I would. Wasn't you? Okay, no worries, mate. Stevie Vai, yes, he is elite. He's an incredible guitarist, and so is Stevie Ray Vaughan. I love Hawkwind. Yeah, same. So that's what I was sort of talking about. When Up to Do Re Mi, did Lemmy play on Warrior at the Edge of Time though? Aussie Vintage Rider. Jump in My Car. Ted Mulberry Band. The Ted Murray Gang, I think it was called. Beautiful, beautiful song. Jump in my car. I want to take you home. Oh, you don't need to go. Oh, on your own. So jump in my car. Beautiful Aussie rock. Beautiful. Thank you, Mr. Trinidad. But now I'm really going red. I don't. A lot of people have said I can sing all right, but I haven't really applied myself very well at that. I should have made a bit more of a career out of it. Fly right. What was his other one? And that's life. God, yeah. That's about all I can remember. But I know it was strong when he said it, That's life. What was his name? Not the commissioner. What was his Frank Sinatra's name? He was not the boss. What was he called? The ambassador, or he was Frank. Yeah, that's life. Frank Sinatra. But what was he called? The chairman. I think he might have been called the chairman. Because no one can beat Frank Sinatra. Okay. Thank you, mate. There'll be plenty more lives, Jay Trinidad. I so welcomed you here. Thank you so much for your input in tonight's chat. It's been very, chairman of the board. Thank you, Susie. It's been very constructive what you have brought to this chat. And thank you so much, Jay. I'll see you next time. Well done. Thank you so much. Bye now. Chairman of the board. Chairman of the board, guys. There you go. chairman of the board. I get a lot of people come in, get a lot of people go out. Dave's channel is alive and well on a Saturday night. We are cracking it, totally unscripted, of course. However, I do rely solely on the chat. Get a lottery ticket. I don't play it, but there you go. Doesn't matter. I'm relying solely on the chat to direct the path of tonight's live. So my audience has a greater sway. It's how the whole chat goes on. I think it's great that way. Good morning, Mr. Chicken. Mr. Brown Chicken. Yeah, we're having fun. We're very definitely... Yes, sorry, Brown Chicken. A comment came up. I mean, I knew of them, and I know, yes, for so many. I don't know why I didn't get into them. I know that they were heavily science fiction-ish. Oh, the phone's just fucking moved. They were... I don't know why I didn't get into Yes. I didn't get into Meatloaf, but I get it, Joyful. I didn't get into Meatloaf, but I didn't really get into Yes, but I do know who Yes are, and there's probably their most famous song I definitely would have heard. It's the same with, I love Boston, and why I didn't get into Boston, but I got into Blue Oyster Cult. Where lots of my friends were getting into Boston. I think it was because, and Kansas, Dust in the Wind. And so I've sort of got a bit of an open taste. He did play on Warrior of the Edge of Time, but was fired before the album's release. Yeah. For just constantly being caught by the police for his methamphetamines. But that's the only way he could play. It's a two-edged sword for poor Lemmy. Just flows through different conversations, and you're just not sure what's coming next. I love it. Yeah, it's mad. I absolutely love how the lives just go like that. Whoa, with different conversations. Warrior of the Edge of Time. What a great and fantastic album. Magnu Horse and the other one. And we were talking about Ozzy Osbourne and how I was talking about how Greta Thunberg should be, reading out Ozzy Osbourne's song lyrics because they're so environmentally they're ripping. They're absolutely ripping. Sorry for not acknowledging you, Neggy Vlogs 16. How are you? Welcome as my other moderators. Yes, Salt and Battery on the Humoid Anatomy. What was the first album I bought? I don't know if it was Roy Harper's HQ or it was a bootleg by, I think it was a bootleg by Pink Floyd, Live at Germersheim. But then I got into a really crazy band called David Allen and Gong. Might have been a Gong album. It might have been, I'm not sure, but I bought so many because I was working as an apprentice chef. And as an apprentice chef, you'd start work at 10 in the morning and you'd knock off at 2:30. And from 2:30 till 5:30, what the fuck did you do? And I wasn't smart enough. I lived almost 30 kilometers away from work. So I just went to record shops. I mean, I absolutely fell in love with, I think, he is now, but I don't think he was ever straight, Tony. I don't think he was ever. I don't think he was ever straight. I don't think he was. I think he was. He took some hard drugs. He took a lot of them, but that's You know, some people can, and some people just die when they take that amount of drugs. You know, it's crazy. It would have been epic, Joshua, to see Black Sabbath. Oh man, I know he loves the piss. He was a drunkard, and so is Lemmy. But they all just sit there and they do it comfortably. They don't scull the bottle and wipe themselves out, and they just pace themselves. No worries. Sorry, Neggy Vlogs, but I haven't heard that before. That sounds terrible. I'm being dismissive now. Yes, I think it's just because I don't like shaving. Snorted a line of ants. Well, it's crazy. I don't like shaving, Neggy Vlogs. So, yeah. Good on you, 2016. Okay. Download. I've seen a few modern bands. I snuck into a Guns N' Roses concert. That's another story, but didn't really like Guns N' Roses, and Rose Tattoo was on the same billing as Rose Tattoo were on the same billing as Guns N' Roses, and I much preferred Rose Tattoo. I think they're just a better band than Guns N' Roses will ever be. But Guns N' Roses were the headline act, and we all had to bow down for Sir Slash and ooh, aren't you so good, Josh? You would like this. So I'm in the green room backstage talking with the keyboardist of Guns N' Roses, and I'm just sort of raving rah rah rah, and I'm talking to this guy. I don't know what he's, and I'm trying to. Have you heard of Del Detmar? The keyboardist from Hawkwind. I mean, why can't you do any stuff like that? I mean, with the sort of space sounds and the ethereal synth strings. Yeah, no, it was good. And anyway, he told me that he actually dug Del Detmar from Hawkwind, and that was a really good little meeting, talking proper rock. Yeah, records, man, they were the best days. And you would lay down a new vinyl and it would still have the odd crack, but a brand new vinyl, unopened, that's fucking bliss. I don't know if you heard of Roy Harper, Joshua. I think I was 17 years old, and I put on the headphones and I turned the stereo right up, and I listened to Roy Harper's HQ, the vlogs. Yep, I can sing. I've sung a few songs, Neggy Vlogs, and I've turned this Roy Harper, the game up so fucking loud, and it was like you just responded before. It was awesome. Dave Gilmour doing the rhythm, and John Paul Jones doing the keyboards. So I don't know why I got into Roy Harper, and I don't believe it was. It might have been the Pink Floyd connection, but I don't think it was. I think it was something else. It might have been because he was with David Gilmour and Kate Bush when they did a song. I knew he was with Have a Cigar, but I think it was with Kate Bush and David Gilmour, and they did Running Up That Hill, and they also did a song called You. Now that's a song you might like that. Josh, if you've not heard of it, I would Google it right now on your computer. David Gilmour, Roy Harper, Kate Bush, and the song is called You. And it's pretty obscure, man, but it's up on YouTube. But I can't play it over my live because I'd get a strike. But if it was an illegal recording of it, then you would be able to hear it then. You could look at the album while you played. That's a good idea, Tony. I know what you're saying. Um, you know, um, I loved everything about buying records, and it had that. You know, I loved albums that had booklets inside them, song lists, lyrics, history of the band, how they, you know, they don't do that anymore because it's just, oh, here you go. Yeah, no, enjoy that music. I'm sure you like David Gilmour and Pink Floyd. Okay, Joyful. I thought you were all right. Come on. We've got people in here that's not appropriate, you know. Yes, recycled hooligan. So pull your head in there, Joyful. No, not wanted here, mate. Recycled hooligan. The smell of vinyl was awesome, you know, and it's fantastic, mate. You know, there are memories that we're going. Thank you, Joyful. There are memories that we're going through at the moment, and we're talking about buying our first records as young teenagers, and what I bought, because the question was asked, what was the album that I first bought. We all love Pink Floyd. Josh, we fucking love it. Recycled, what's happening today? Any work, or have you got the weekend off? Because if you had the weekend off, mate, I think you would just jolly well jump on the bike and go, unless it's raining. The hand pans. Yeah, we play hand pans. Got no idea. I actually, I may have, and not, I'm not sure. The needle drops, I know, and it's just mad. You don't get that with a CD or a a download. You don't get the needle dropping with a download. Yeah, that's why we bought, you know, yeah, that's why we bought albums, you know. Um, yeah, that's true. Yeah, handpan, a very unusual instrument. Yeah, okay. See how the chat just, the ebb and flow, and the life of the chat has its own life. I loved Live at Pompeii, especially when they did Echoes. They did Echoes at Pompeii, and they also did a beautiful version of Atom Heart Mother Suite. Sure, you've got the Saucer Full of Secrets and Careful with That Axe, Eugene, but really, man, Hank Juniors, yes, there you go. And then you'll never forget that, hooligan. Um, that's good, Joshua, with your dad and you're listening to Pink Floyd. That's wild. And cassettes just broke. I got that, man. Cassette tapes and you'd be sitting there with a pencil winding the fucking things up, or getting the little bit of sticky tape and trying to mend the chewed up tape, and you'd have to cut a bit, and then you'd fix it, and then the song would be going, and then it just, the dramas. But you were just so happy that you had some of the songs left. Oh, okay, on the record collection. Yeah, right. Oh, yeah, well. Hello, Roberto. Hello from Chile. Hey, Chile. Chile's cool. I met a girl from Chile called Paola, and Paola was one of the most wonderfulest chefs. She had this pastry, a Chilean pasty, and it wasn't hot. It was savory. Hello, EB. How are you? Last day today, and then you finish, and then holiday tomorrow. Holiday tomorrow, EB. You do nothing. You just enjoy. But I know your day will probably be all mapped out with the things that you want to do. So have a lovely day tomorrow, EB. It's good that you're here. Thank you for joining us. And so there was a guy in here before. He was timed out for a little bit, but if you're still watching, we have people like EB come into the chat. So your comments were just maybe, not the, oh, Susie. Ah, man. Susie, like, subscribe, if that's something that you'd want to do. So glad we had the conversation. I do quite a lot of chats until I go riding. When I do riding, I do videos. So I'm always around, mate. Thank you so much. Bye, Susie. Oh, yeah? Nah, man, I made my money in a unwinnable workers' comp claim. Definitely unwinnable, but that's how I made my money. I got sick at my work and they refused to pay Psychic Comics. So that's how I made my money. But I made them fucking pay. Yeah, I get it. Trolls just looking for attention. And I didn't even see them, mate. So that's all right. We know how to deal with trolls here. We the radio to the tape. Let's not forget that. So and also Countdown. So we were watching Countdown and you got your condenser mic tape deck and no, don't be sorry. It was good. It's good. Josh, I'll have to tell you the story another time, man, but it's cool. The final countdown. It's the final countdown. You'll be sitting at watching Countdown. So Countdown, for anyone who's not Australian, was a music video show for 60s, maybe 70s. I think it was 70s because they had GTR. So it might even be late 70s, mid 70s, not finished my work yet. Late 70s, early 80s music show. And that's where we heard the latest music, the latest offerings of music to be released in Australia. And it was all done by Molly Meldrum and Shirl Curl and all of these guys. And to a larger extent, he was very supportive of Kate Bush. He was very supportive of AC/DC, and he was so supportive of a lot of bands. And Molly Meldrum saw the change in music fashion and everything like that. Yeah. Late Night Rage, another good one. I love the early 90s the mid to late 90s of Rage, where we got all the new hip hop craze when that music came out. Bands like Diggable Planets, Wu-Tang Clan, Tribe Called Quest, all really good stuff. Top of the Pops is what you guys had in America. We had Countdown, but it was the same sort of thing, Hooligan, Beastie Boys, there you go. Sabotage, Midnight Special, and it's so mad, we've got so many different tastes. It's not even a mention, Tony. I don't know if he really portrayed himself as that persona. He certainly didn't act like Liberace or John Michael Howson. Molly was a pretty straight shooting guy. His sexual preferences was definitely his, and Recovery. His sexual business was very much Molly Meldrum's, and girls flocked to Countdown. So they loved Molly Meldrum. The women just went mad for him. They loved him. He was a Melbourne personality, that's for sure. Recovery with is it Dylan? Yeah, he was pretty cool. Dylan. It's where Frenzal Rom got their first sort of mention in. Yeah. And there was always a party there. Yeah, okay. There you go. I didn't know that. Or was that Dylan? It might have been Dylan. I think Dylan. Who knows? Doesn't matter. It's all good. Well, an hour and a half, guys. A lot of people have come in. A lot of people have said hello. A lot of people have been shunned and shown the door. It's always uplifting to talk to you guys on a Saturday night. Jay and the Doctor. Oh, yes. On Triple J. God. AC/DC. Ride On, man. I listened to it today, Hooligan. Ride On. I love that song. Ride On. On my motorcycle seat. Absolutely love that song. So it was a really good reminder. Long Way to the Top was filmed on the street. So what they did was they got a tray bed truck that you'd usually put a tractor or a grader or a steamroller or something if you wanted to transport that, a digger. So one of those flatbed trucks, and they set the band up on that, and lo and behold, old Bon Scott brought out his bagpipes, and he was as proud as and everyone loved it. Hey, everybody in the chat, happy birthday, Mr. Hooligan, and forever may you stay 37. Oh, mate, don't get older than 37. It's not worth it. You'll end up like old Mac. Enjoy the ride, brother. I don't need to say ride safe. I've seen you ride. You are the most switched on motorcycle rider. So yeah, enjoy. Happy birthday. I hope Mum's okay. I hope Mrs. Mama Hooligan's okay. And not in too much pain after her last fall or her last heart attack. I think she had a heart attack from memory. But send her my love from Australia. I hope she's well. Easy, look, it's all right. Stay 37, mate. I know you're proud to be who you are, Hooligan. You're a rare breed. So what do you think of Layla? All right? Sick was a little bit concerned about Layla. Sick thought Layla might have been Lola, but there you go. I had no idea. 47. It's a good age, man. You're still not. Life gets shit after 50. Let me tell you. But it doesn't. It doesn't get shit. It's good. It just health-wise, just goes down a little bit after 50. So enjoy these times, Hooligan man. Don't fucking work on your birthday, but if you have to, you have to. Remember that song? Yeah, fucking oath, man. If you have to work on your birthday, I'm sorry, brother, but wish I was 47. Same here. Next year I'll be 57 in July. So I'm getting there. I'm getting there. It ain't the year, mate. It's the mileage. I hear you, man. I hear you. It's the mileage. And you've done a lot of miles, mate. You've done a shitload of miles. But it'd be really good to ride with you here in Australia, man. I know you'd dig it. I know you'd fucking love it. Where that young Dutch fella was riding with me, in that open country. And then it just changes. And then when you rode with me through the Pilbara and those mountain ranges and, man, there is some there is some wonderful riding, and also, but where you are, the greenery of those conifer pines and the she oaks and all the oaks in America that soon will be turning brown. And God, man, that must be. I can't wait to see. Oh man, experience to experience. I know it would be, but it's all good, you know. If nothing else, we can show you through me, so you get to experience something of it, and I get to experience something of riding in Alabama and that wonderful country that, strangely enough, hooligan, I knew about through the Walking Dead series. When I got right into that, I completely binged watched The Walking Dead. It wasn't for everybody. Yes, it was a bit gruesome at times, but the countryside where they lived and worked, and survived, and they were walking through the country. It's just I get the same sort of feeling when T-Bone takes us out into the mountains. Um, T-Bone is a guy I know in America, another YouTuber, and he's taken me out, and he's shown me the woodlands and the forests of Georgia, and you've shown me the country of Alabama. And same with Mac. You know, when you guys go out riding, it's crazy. So that's why. Oh man, you're off. So go enjoy. Is it raining today, or you've got stuff to do with mum? But you don't get a weekend off fucking much, man. You enjoy it. Fucking enjoy just having 5 minutes. Oh, but then the other side of the equation is um, good money on the weekends. It's better money. So yeah, double-edged sword, isn't it? I'm glad you have got some time off, mate. Go and do something. Enjoy the Sunday ride. If there was a provision where I could just send you a fucking couple of cups of coffee and you could have a take of juice on me, man. But I don't know how to do that. We still all have so much to learn in this YouTube land, you know. I've got a few dollars I could, spare, but it's not about that. It's certainly not about that. Anyway, everybody, how are we going? What's going on in the chat? I lost the chat. I know you don't, but you got a good bite. I know, brother. It's all good. It's the price of living right. But I don't want to talk about that because it's not, at times in this day and age and with this bloody cost of living, it's not the most positive conversation to have. But talking about Hank Jr. Williams, talking about, the other one, hooligan, the music from the Warriors. I love that. I love that music from, yes, Hawkwinter's, Lemmy's original band. No, Sam Gopal, actually. I don't want to be a smart ass, Jeff, at all. I don't want to be a smart ass, but Sam Gopal, I think, was Lemmy's first band. I know you just love to ride. Seeing you two together, Jeff Satella and Recycled Hooligan. Man, I don't mind. I just love to ride. And this guy, man, he rides, Jeff, in some of the most fucking pristine country of Alabama and the Appalachian Mountains. And Jeff, we could only, man, if we were all riding together, we would be in Nirvana. That's fucking our heaven, man. If there's an image of heaven, it's, and I don't want to be dismissive either, Hooligan. It, that image of riding through your mountains from an Australian perspective, we don't have, we have a little bit of it in the East Coast, but not a great deal of the sort of mountain ranges that you have in America, and the oaks and the trees and the woodlands that you guys have got. Yeah, Motorhead. Motorhead. He did Heroes in yeah. You're in good company, Hooligan, with Dave and Dave's channel. Fucking wrapped that we hooked up. And we can, you know, exchange music and prompt each other's memories about different music. And what you're playing on your shorts is crazy. You old mountain goat. You old mountain goat, you. So Jeff, yeah, he's a cool guy. He's a little bit younger than us, but he's probably an excellent source for getting motorcycle parts too, actually, Jeff. All these connections, we can source parts that we need. And I mean, we'll pay the fucking price for postage. Just if you guys can source them at swap meets. Same with Red Rider, you know, she goes to all these swap meets and I just see these tables and tables and tables of parts that we need. You know, I'd love to be able to build up an old bike. It'd be mad to do that. Anyway, 10 in the chat. How are you all going? I've had a lot of likes. We're nearly on it for 2 hours. Thank you all for being here. There you go. Who wants to get him? Here, who wants to get him? There you go. Anyone get him? Jeff, do you want to get him with your flask of hot oil? I think that's worthy of a flask of hot oil. I don't know if anyone can see him. No one got him. All right. No one got him. There you go. Is it? Okay. Yeah. I think we might even go one more elite, and those sorts of comments need to definitely be reported. That's not on. I have no. Yeah. See what I have to deal with, Jeff? Elite. Kazmaz, all I know that he is doing it at home. Kazmaz has a online site. You may do better that way. He used to have a shop, I think, in Armidale or Qdale or something. But he would be worth having a look on a Google search for Kazmaz. But his leather, man, his leather Kimberley vests, really good. I mean, Temu and all of the eBays and everything, they've tried to make some sort of heavy duty biker gear, but I've had my Kazmaz vest now since 2010. What is it now? That's 14 years, and I love it. And it's got a few scratches on it, but mate, it saved my life. You know, that vest saved my life. Then we've got a few more chats down here that I missed. It's a lot of things. It's music, Doug. It's cannabis. It's motorcycling. It's a myriad of things. Would you like to make a topic up too, Doug? You're more than welcome to. And it's also a channel where we deal with trolls in a positive manner. we deal with trolls, and if they're particularly bad, like the last comment, they get splashed with a flask of hot oil, and a wizard suddenly appears and with his hands sets fire to the troll, and they can't regenerate because they've been kicked out of the chat. And so that's the way I am constructively dealing with negative speech and negative comments, and totally in I don't know, Elite, I'm not 100% sure on that question. There are other people who know more about that. I think you just, but I think when you did the colors, you did that yourself. I think that's how it went. Yeah, we don't like trolls, man. We can't stand them. You know, they're just okay. I'm running Bridgestones Hooligan, and I'm also running Pirelli on the so the Road King front is a big fat Pirelli. Yeah, I don't like saying that too much because fuck, they're expensive, and you know, I want to get on the road again. But yeah, so thank you, Elite, for dispatching with that horrible troll. I sincerely, they're the sort of people that the hot flask of oil is sprayed onto. And Joshua, we're running them at 38 in the front on the Softail Slim and 40 on the back. And on the Road King, we're running 40-40. So, because I've got a bit bigger. That should be good for 8. Oh, no, miles. So 5,000 miles is nearly 10,000, 12. Wow, okay. So 12,500 kilometers would be about 5,000 miles. Or would it be more? Maybe 8,000 miles, 8,000 kilometers. Definitely 9,000 kilometers. So that's what we're getting out of our tyres. So you'd be up. Yeah, you'd be up for new ones. Oh, fuck, Hooligan. Yeah, where are you going to get the coin for that? Fuck. Everything just fucking ridiculous. But if it's your workhorse, you know, that gets you to do your job, you have to do it. That's what happens, Jeff. You know, we haven't got a flask of oil, but a flask of salt seems to have. Put a match to it. It's all good. You know, that was just awful. I don't know if you caught what he said, but fuck. You know, how in the world does that come across that is suitable conversation? Just sitting here, you know, fuck. I don't understand anyway. Okay, so the rear needs it. So yeah, that's good. The rear, you don't need to replace both. That's good. Yeah, okay. They're getting close. And man, you don't want to ride over a nail, you know, you want to ride over a stone and it goes through and ever flat. That's why I like brand new tyres. I just have a sense of peace of mind that I need when I'm riding. So I love good rubber. I'm up for a front on the Softail, and I'm right for the Road King, but I think I need brake shoes for the Road King, and that's a job in itself. I just got a new pair. Okay, of tires. Yeah, they're expensive, man. Yeah, fucking oath it's ridden, you know, and that's what we love about it, mate. Fucking cranking them baffleless pipes. Fucking love that shit. And you would be a sick man without your motorcycle, Mr. Hooligan. And Now, I think it's the bane of motorcyclists, Tony. We all hate buying and servicing our bikes. We just want to ride them. Where are you, Poland? I am in SA. So, subscribe up. Okay, so hopefully you can ride. Is Ceduna near you? Is Port Augusta near you? Because then I turn up from Port Augusta and go to Broken Hill. But, you're in Adelaide. Yeah, okay. It's too far to come up. It's 3 hours to Port Augusta from Adelaide. No, it's probably longer. I remember getting out of Adelaide. It was oh man, if we do it right, you can show us around Adelaide, because I don't really know much about it. I've been I just try and go up the hills and on my way to do the Limestone Coast, and then I usually meet someone in Millicent and buy bag of dope and oh God, EB's here again more than best behaviour. No, remember, best behaviour there, because EB's joined us again. We don't talk about, buying dope or anything like silly like that. We talk about buying fish and ingredients, and we're going to cook. And what are we going to cook? Oh, well, we need to tune into EB's channel to learn what we're going to cook, I think. I think that's what we need to do. Hi guys, how you doing? Yeah, it's crazy. Man, 2 hours. Rhea Ripley. Okay, that's where Adelaide's from. Excuse my ignorance, hooligan. I have no idea who Rhea Ripley is. But I'm allowed to be a little bit ignorant on some things, but that's all right. I'm with you there, Tony. Okay, yes, and Hooligan is a huge wrestler fan, and I get that. I know that so she's a pro wrestler. There you go. So Joshua knows, and yeah, I don't follow wrestling. Now I feel a little embarrassed that I don't follow wrestling. There you go. I don't. But yes, okay. So she's a product of Adelaide. There you go. Okay. Oh, you don't have to. You don't have to, EB. There's so many of them, EB. There's just so many of them. Look, have you seen the Carpets of Colour, EB, where I talk about visiting the wildflowers of Western Australia? It's just 4 short videos that I'd be more than happy if you watch those. I'm good, EB, but you're very supportive. Just very, very cool. 4 different groups for 4-ply tires. Oh, did he? Lemmy did the same song for a wrestler. Yeah, right. Lemmy. Triple H. See, you're like a Wikipedia hooligan. You're just a fucking knowledgeable man on certain topics. Yeah, a very bright individual, actually, hooligan. The name is chicken and balsamic rice. Oh yeah, good. See, Motorborn's onto it. We've got our own chef in the chat, and she is oh yeah, Graham's grandpa. No, I'm all right, mate. I'm not a grandpa, but I've just lived. There you go. And jeez, Paul. Well done. Oh man, that's so cool. Motorborn. She is a wonderful chef. She is a wonderful chef. Wonderful, wonderful chef. Now again, chat. It's just gone 2 hours. Look, thank you so much. One thing I do want to convey to everybody who's been in the chat is the way that you've come on board with how to deal with negative speech in the most entertaining way. We're not, we're not saying, and feeding them, but we are treating them in a very novel way that they probably didn't expect by playing war game. We're wargaming, so a troll. So I really appreciate all involved with the armory of weapons. I know that Sick Bastard the other night really relished the killing of a vile person who made some really vile comments. And we were talking about it, how he just relished, he loved it. And because we really got into the act of, killing and thrusting and, that's what it's all about. And then, when you're regenerating, here's the hot oil and call for the wizard and the wizard is sort of the report when you report someone to YouTube and they just stay away. Yeah. My Julie, that smoke flavor. Oh God. Yeah, he's just a brilliant. I have connected with him on the level that I never thought. Like it's a funny world, Hooligan. This online. If I was there in person, man, we'd be just mates. Fucking hanging out at his house, just listening to music, chuffing down a few bongs, going for a ride, just doing what I do anyway. Just same sort of people is, I think, what it is. We're the same people. And same with you, mate. We're just the same people. Love our music. We love our bikes. We love the fucking right things, man. And that's the connection. And yeah, I know, man. I know I'm welcome there. It's just a matter of getting the coin together. Yeah, no, that's okay. It's all right. I've dealt with people my whole life, Josh. And dealing with para friendships is a whole new concept. The easiest way I could probably think would be when we were kids, we had pen pals. So this is sort of the most modern way of having a pen pal, I guess. Okay, so the para friendship was there because you were getting information as you read the letters, and that would strengthen friendships. So you could write. So with seeing each other's videos, we get a little glimpse inside one another's lives in what they're doing, and I totally want to reciprocate that. I want to be able to show what I do when I'm riding, and when I'm not riding or I'm a bit down, I jump on these lives. Oh yeah, definitely, Joshua. The good people far outweigh the bad, and the good people can attest to that too. They have fun on the chat and they're involved, and they feel as if they're not just another. They're not just another person in a chat. They feel that they are an important service to a growing community that's building, and you don't get that every day, and a lot of YouTubers struggle to even get that. And the fucking key, really, be yourself, because people can see straight through you. people just see straight through you. And my biggest problem is that I'm not talking to that little dot there. And if I talk to that little dot there, you get a better connection, because eye contact is where you make the connection with your viewer. If you can look down the barrel of that camera and just really say, hey, you know, how you going, and be genuine. But no, you've got to eyes down to the chat, and you know, that's, but anyway, mate, I really do, I do respect what you're saying, Tony, and respect people. And Joshua, it's not easy doing this, but being a visual artist, being a musician, studying film, I think has set me up for this platform better than I actually thought. When you paint a picture and you put your heart on a painting for the whole world to judge you and see you and make comments. Oh, I don't like him. Oh, I love him. You know, oh, I don't understand this. Oh, I get this. This guy's speaking my language. Not everyone can decipher the confusion, or you know, and pick out what's right or what's bad or what's but you need to just take what you need, put that in your toolbox, so that gives you purpose. I mean, I would be a bit more social, but I've always been a pretty isolated fellow, so YouTube works for me, because I don't need to necessarily always go out, and you know, I love hanging at home, for fuck's sake. And I love that when you're listening while you're working in the kitchen. Thank you, EB. I'm hoping I can help you with your English, though your English needs no help. Your English is very, very good. Anyway, I've got the young kids out there in the street going off to their parties and having a good time. Good on them. Good on them, I say. I say, good people. Good people of the chat. So, it went for another hour longer than what I thought it would go for. Many topics discussed. I appreciate everybody who's hung around and come in, come out, and made comments. If I've been dismissive of anyone in the chat, it's because I don't always get all the chats. I've only put it on top chats only, so I only get the first one. And if there's a lot scrolling, you know, I miss you and I'm sorry. But I have no more really to say. Just if you've not heard of EB, Recycled Hooligan, I don't think you have content, do you, Elite? I'm not 100% sure if you've got content. Because I'm slack and I haven't even gone over to your channel and seen. Do you have content, Elite? Videos that we can, I can send people over. Thank you, Tony. Thank you so much, man. That fucking, yeah, don't worry, I remember that first video too. But you know, I mean, fuck. How do you feel about making content? Is it for you, Elite, or you're not that way? You don't want to do that, or how do I do it? What out of those three answers? G'day, North. How are you, mate? Oh, okay. Good night. You're a nice fella. Good night, North by Southeast. Thank you, mate. I was watching something of yours today. Thoroughly enjoyed it, by the way. I'll always make sure I leave a comment and so you know I was there and I gave it a view. And Mr. 401 from Fremantle. Okay, Run D. Mr. 401. 401. Anyway, I know what you are. Did you run DNB? Did you like taking my cigarettes? Are you the guy who took the cigarettes? You must have needed them more than me. That's all. Full packet. And I think there's some ganja, but I don't know if it was you or not. But anyway, you're in hospital. Just woke up by the nurses. Okay, well, everybody, let us pray. Lord, Heavenly Father, please watch over our dear friend in hospital tonight. I hope he's for his recovery, and I do not envy you being in a hospital. I don't like them. I hope you're okay and it's not serious. Amen. Fuck. Prayers to you, north by north, southeast. North by southeast prayers. Honestly. I hope you're okay, brother. And mind you, I was just in there the other day with this. And the stories I can tell you about hospital is not the right time. When one of your friends is in hospital, you don't need to regale stories of hospital. You just in and out, mate. Because when you're in and out of a hospital, you're not too bad. Your Lord. Yeah, amen. Thank you, EB, for joining me in prayer. And we pray for Southeast, that he has a safe recovery. Yeah, and bless all our children. Yeah, thank you, Tony. Bless them all, mate. They're all, yeah, bless them all. Mad. Thanks for telling us and sharing us that news. I didn't know. Speedy recovery. Get better. You're in good hands. I hope the nurses are attractive, and I hope that they're caring. And I always enjoy the company of nurses. They're always usually upbeat and really there to make sure that you're okay. Good stuff. Mad. We've been on here for 2 hours. Hey, that's a pretty long chat. Pretty good. Tony, you've been here the whole 2 hours. That's incredible. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. But you know, what else are you going to do on a Saturday night? What else, mate? What else are we going to do on a Saturday night? Vince. 14, 15 months. I just save it off for a 14, 15 months. Not long. I'm a hairy cunt. I mean a hairy bugger. I'm a hairy man. There you go. Let the children get a feed. Yeah, fucking oath. I know what you mean, man. I know what you mean. Thank you, Elite. Thank you for everything you've done this evening. Being just the moderator of, I said it. I'm sorry, Josh. Dave Zilla. What is the time? 20. I might give you a ring in about half an hour, Jeff. I'll have a bit of a chit chat with you. Long hairy gent. Werewolves of London. Yeah, that was Warren Z one, wasn't it? I love it. All good. Hey, take care, dear South by Northeast. I'm sorry you're in hospital. Wishing you and praying for your speedy recovery. Wow, that's not always good. I'm just bringing up my own memories of hospital, and they were never any good. So we all don't like being in there. There you go. Okay, the life story. Yeah, okay. Good night, everybody. Thank you for being here. It's been an interesting and lovely evening. Thank you for joining me, and I wish you all well. Until the next one, Dave Show's time to go.